Hey guys, I am back and I corrected the titling. So it's now officially day 33 into this commitment to 5 days of live streaming. So I've overshot my goal uh, by, 28 days by intentionally, uh, consciously moving the goalpost. Okay, moving the goalpost is not always bad. When you do it to yourself, it's good. Anything that keeps you in the fight is good. Anything that keeps you from giving up is good. Anything that keeps you optimistic and looking forward to getting up in the morning and working on your stuff is good. Okay? All right. So, what I did is last night I worked on a couple offers that I want to go ahead and send to a bunch of people on LinkedIn. I have a long list of people I want to shoot these offers out at to bump up my level of asks. I think I'm at about nine asks so far. So I'm not winning the contest in this coaching community I participate in. Anyway, so I have a lot of notes and I have two different offers that I'm going to now refine because I spent a few hours looking very deeply at it. And it's one thing with copy, when you do copywriting, what really makes the difference in copywriting is a couple things. So, is sitting down, relaxing, taking a deep breath, and looking at every word and looking at what what does that word or that phrase say? What is between the lines of those words? Because so there's a saying that a man's heart is under his tongue, right? And what that means is that often people will tell you everything about them based off of what they say, as long as you are perceptive enough and practiced enough in looking at their words and how they come off, and they can tell you everything about who they're being, right? Some people are better at this than others, right? Some people can read you right away. I remember listening to Dr. Gabor Mate video, and he was talking about going to South America for one of those like Iowa, I ayahuasca, yeah, ayahuasca retreats. And he said that the shaman took one look at him and like read him like a book. Basically said, you shouldn't be in charge of anybody, right? And yeah, some people are better at it than others, right? But even how people text and how people email, you can read a lot into it. And the 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 real gift is being able to do this to yourself. Take something that you've written and then look over it again and write notes and think about, well, what is how am I getting in my own way? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and stop talking, and I'm going to spend about 10 to 20 minutes um, implementing my changes. So what I do, if you're curious about, well, sort of my personal productivity method, is I switch contexts all the time. So I switch between speaking words, like recording it. I use an AI app called Otter, and then taking that text and then I'll print it or I'll paste it into Google Docs and do a spell check, and I'll organize it, maybe make bullet points, right? Or I'll copy it to a mind map, or I'll start with a mind map, or I'll take the AI text and paste it into a mind map, organize it in a mind map if I feel like it, then paste it into Google Docs, and then I print it out. Or I write myself an email and I print out the email and I copy edit the email. I take the email and I may speak the email out loud, right? I may sort of dictate it into AI and add my own words, or I may copy it back into Google Docs. So I'm always jumping back and forth, and it's slow, but it works. It's better than getting nothing done, right? Going back and forth between a mind map, spoken word, writing in my journal, transcribing. But every step in there, there's some mindless activity, and that's what keeps me going. So, for example, writing in a journal is a mindless activity, meaning I'm not conscious necessarily of what I'm writing. And then at the end, it's gold, but at the time, I'm not conscious of it. And then I can transcribe that. I can read it out loud into my AI app, and it transcribes it, or I can type it out like this. I can look at it, type, cross something out. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to do the method where I take something that I've written down and I'm going to implement it in my text, and then I'm going to cross it out. And that way, I'm creating my point system. So you see how I did that? I moved the goalpost again. I decided today that what is going to count as a goal, as progress, right? Always making for ourselves a progress bar of some type. The progress bar tonight is going to be how many of these changes am I going to cross out? Cross out equals a check. Okay? All right. So that's enough about that. And maybe I'll do a show just about a lot of my productivity methods that I've developed, trying to get through work. Actually, get through work, get through my workday. Right. All right. I'm gonna go on mute, and I will see you in 10 to 20 minutes. Actually, first let's put up my thing. Silently mute. There you go. And going on mute. Bye. All right, guys, I am done. Hey, I got a lot done. I got about an entire page of content written out, and I'm ready for V2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to print this out, and then I'm going to work on it again tomorrow. And then once I have something that I feel is good, and I can even decide again, moving the goalposts, I can decide to just take whatever I end up with tomorrow, and that's what I put out, and that's it. Because if I want to create another goalpost of getting out by Friday, I can say I want to be done with this by Friday, right? And I just send out whatever I have on Friday, however raw it is, right? Because people don't get what's refined and perfected. People get who you're being. That's what people get through your words and how you come off. Okay, and when you're presenting and when you talk to people, the passion and the energy and the intention behind what you're saying, not necessarily the details of the words and whether or not you said things right. Don't worry about saying things right. We're about saying things from the heart. Okay. All right. I'm going to end the stream and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye.